of the United States, Lyndon B. Johnson, visited the Middle East in the fall of 1962. The people were eager to welcome him, eager to show him the achievements which their labors are bringing about.
The welcome which we have received here this week leaves no doubt as to the strength of the bonds of common purpose which tie us together as free people. It is because those bonds are so strong and so secure, and because the differences between us are so rare and so small, that I wish to speak with the candor of a friend about the hopes we of the United States have for the future in this broad area of the world.
As the Vice President traveled from nation to nation, his greatest desire was to get to know the people. In Lebanon, he was greeted by Foreign Minister Philippe Takla and other cabinet members. Vice President Johnson's official state visits were a pleasant preliminary to his meetings with the people of the Middle East. In Iran, he met with the Shah and Prime Minister Asadollah Alam. President Gamal Gassel of Turkey greeted him. The Vice President conferred with Foreign Minister Gamal Erkin and Prime Minister Ismet Inonu. On Cyprus, President Makarios welcomed the Vice President's visit. Vasil Kuchok, Vice President of Cyprus, introduced him to the members of the Cypriot Parliament. In Greece, King Paul and Queen Federica extended the greetings of the people, as did Prime Minister Konstantin Karamanlis. Fully aware of the heritage of the lands he visited, the Vice President said,
"No American can come to this region without realizing proudly and humbly that he has returned to the wellspring of Western civilization. Thousands of years before man set foot upon the shores of our new world, great glories of civilization had been wrought here in the lands of the Middle East."
A new elementary school on the island of Crete, the glories of the past are kept alive, enriching the wonders of the present in the schools of the Middle East today. The Vice President found that people were genuinely enthusiastic about education. He saw impressive evidence of the citizens' determination to help themselves and their children to a better life. Some of the teachers had come thousands of miles to share their knowledge with these young people. Aristotle said, "Those who educate the children well are more to be honored than even their parents. For while the parents give them life, the teachers bestow the art of living well." The library offers the key to vast stores of knowledge from all parts of the world. In every country the Vice President visited, there was an air of excitement and a sense of accomplishment. Education relies on technological advances too. The people here were delighted with the tape recorder demonstrated in Izmir as an aid in mastering languages. These students were well aware of the opportunities afforded them, and they take their work seriously. As Vice President Johnson journeyed through the Middle East, he saw men using scientific devices necessary in research. In the hands of men like these Lebanese engineers, science is bringing increased modernization and prosperity. In Turkey, at a heavy equipment maintenance school, American advisors work side by side with Turkish instructors. Together, they are developing a new corps of technicians. Instructors experience deep satisfaction in working with pupils who will be the teachers of tomorrow. Thus, the mastery of skills and trades spreads throughout the land. In Ankara, Mr. Johnson has shown how determination can overcome the problem of illiteracy. First, everyday conversations were recorded. Then a careful analysis was made of 250,000 words on tape. Language experts at the Turkish Literacy Center found that only 700 basic words were used in common speech. These basic words were then related to pictures easily understood by people learning to read and write. Using this material, teaching courses were prepared. Once the trainees have learned to identify simple words with pictures, they move on to advanced instruction. This method of learning to read can be used in any country. Through the use of this technique, reading and writing can be mastered in 7 weeks. Students demonstrated their language skills with a birthday greeting to Vice President Johnson. The Vice President became familiar with new advances in packaging and distributing food. This expanding industrialization benefits the farmers because more of their produce can be used by more people. Vice President Johnson said,
"Nowhere is the human potential any greater than it is in these lands. The potential for progress, the potential for planning, the momentum of years past must not now be lost nor allowed to slow down. The need of the present is to freshen that momentum and to give it new impotence to carry forward economic development."
A young Iranian engineer, with the help of an American friend, set up his own spindle manufacturing plant. As the result of initiative by a man willing and able to work for himself, new enterprise is benefiting the nation's textile industry. The Vice President assured his hosts that their friends in the United States share their aspirations and watch their progress with delight. As he traveled over fine streets and highways, he marveled at the scenic splendors of these ancient lands.